silver matchbox sits beside my cup. The painted rose is worn down to the gray. I reach across the pine and pick it up, and trace the little dent you made that day. The kitchen smells of chicory and toast. The steam rises up and slowly fades away. I hear the ticking clock upon the shelf. It counts the quiet minutes in a row. I find myself talking to myself about the simple things we used to know. You bought this trinket at a roadside stand in June, when summer rain came crashing on the vinyl roof. We laughed until the shadows stretched beneath the moon, and left our younger hearts without a grain of proof. Now 40 years have gathered like a pile of dust, yet every little silver corner holds my trust. The radio is playing something old, a song from '68 we used to sing. The autumn air outside is turning cold. I listen to the yellowed leaves taking wing. I turn the tiny box inside my hand and remember every line you drew in sand. The shadows lean against the kitchen wall. The kettle starts to whistle on the stove. I still expect to hear your gentle call from down the hallway where the shadows rove. You bought this trinket at a roadside stand in June, when summer rain came crashing on the vinyl roof. We laughed until the shadows stretched beneath the moon, and left our younger hearts without a grain of proof. Now 40 years have gathered like a pile of dust, yet every little silver corner holds my trust. It isn't sad to sit here with the past. The memories are softer than they used to be. I learned that sweet things do not have to last, to stay forever, part of you and me. I put the matchbox back where it belongs, beside the teapot, painted light and blue. The afternoon is full of quiet songs, and every single note belongs to you. Dry cherry pipe smoke hangs along the stairs, where Mr. Miller combs his silver hair. He pours one cup but sets down two fine spoons and hums a bit of 60s ballroom tunes. The hallway carpet keeps her gentle stride, though 40 years have drifted far outside. He checks the grandfather clock upon the wall and waits for shadows in the entry hall. He turns the dial until the brass knob clicks to find the waltz they loved in '66. The needle skips across a vinyl groove and for a second time forgets to move. A dusty record plays their favorite line, returning sweetness to his vintage wine. Her floral apron hangs behind the pantry door, beside the grocery list upon the wooden floor. He sweeps the hallway clean before the mail arrives and counts the quiet blessings in their shared old lives. The neighbor lady brings a peach cobbler pie. He smiles and nods as afternoon goes sliding by. Some people say the house is far too large, with autumn leaves left standing in the yard. But every corner holds a laugh she gave, a gentle promise that no time can erase. He turns the dial until the brass knob clicks to find the waltz they loved in '66. The needle skips across a vinyl groove and for a second time forgets to move. A dusty record plays their favorite line, returning sweetness to his vintage wine. The streetlight flickers on the window pane. He softly calls her sweet beloved name. The kitchen quiet rests in golden light. A station 4 plays music through the night. Not a single sound lived in the hallway. The dust motes floating soft and slow. Then your sudden name broke through the quiet, like a needle on a record long ago. The golden floorboards held their breath while autumn painted lines along the wall. I reached out slow to touch the dial and traced the faded numbers in a row. We talked until the corner streetlight flickered red, softly humming every secret word by the yellow handset where a tender promise spoke. I turn the heavy wheel and count to 7 slow, to catch the lingering warmth from 50 years ago. The curtains keep the evening chilled. A teacup sits half empty on the stand. I hear the rain start tapping on the glass, and feel the ghost of leather in my hand. The brass lamp casts an amber circle down upon the wool rug stretched across the floor. Time moves along without a sound or sign, yet every corner keeps your grace in line. The gentle hum of evening traffic fades away, leaving the sweetness of a simple yesterday. The dial snaps back with one last click. The room turns calm and dark once more. 40 cents on polished wood, and love still waiting at the door. Who was supposed to wind the mantel clock tonight? It stopped at 7:20, right before the rain. I find myself just staring at the wallpaper stain, and thinking how the bluebirds used to take to flight. The tea is getting tepid in my favorite cup. I wonder if you remember where we bought this rug. The hallway carpet stretches out like years gone by. A breeze comes through the screen door with a quiet sigh. We locked the garden gate when autumn swept the lane, and left a silver thimble sitting by the window pane. 100 gentle stories linger in the dusty hall, while shadows dance softly on the rosewood wall. I trace the handwritten recipe you left behind, and keep every lingering promise that you signed. Did we ever find out where that stray cat went? It used to nap right here beside the kitchen stove. Now I am sorting through a box of velvet gloves, and wondering where the simple happy seasons spent. My glasses sit unneeded on the telephone book. The evening slips away before I think to look. The record player turns without a single sound. I watch the golden dust motes floating all around. copy you left behind, and keep every lingering promise that you signed. Thoughts drift around like autumn leaves in May. 1 minute it is 55, the next it is today. I call your name out loud, but only curtains sway. Yet somehow you are standing right beside my chair. Is that the front gate creaking in the quiet night? I leave the porch light burning just in case. A golden circle shining in an empty place, still waiting for your shadow in the light.
Apricot light pours through the diner glass, warming the counter where the quiet hours pass. You slide your coffee cup an inch to the right and ask me why I stare at the evening light. I tell you that the amber reminds me of a coat, a woolen green jacket, and a handwritten note. You nod real slow like you have been there before, unfolding a napkin on the vinyl floor. A stranger across from a stranger can hear the sound of a train from a long buried year. We trade 30 seconds of someone we missed, and clear off the ghosts that we couldn't resist, then leave 2 small tips on the laminate tray before the late bus carries both us away. You mention a girl who could whistle in tune, who moved down to Memphis in the middle of June. I tell you my brother had a red Chevrolet. We drove to the coast just to watch the waves gray. The waitress brings pie that we did not even order. 2 old men resting at the edge of the border. A stranger across from a stranger can hear the sound of a train from a long buried year. We trade 30 seconds of someone we missed, and clear off the ghosts that we couldn't resist, then leave 2 small tips on the laminate tray before the late bus carries both us away. It is easy to talk when there is nothing to hide, with 50 cold miles waiting right outside. You do not know my name, I do not ask for yours, just 2 floating shadows near swinging kitchen doors. The jukebox turns low as the neon grows dim. You tilt your gray hat right up to the brim. Good night to you, mister. Safe travel back home. We walked in together. We leave out alone. Yesterday you said my old coat smelled like pine. You noticed how the kitchen faucet dripped. A yellow leaf fell on the garden line. You took a gentle swallow as you sipped. The neighbor's silver mailbox had a stain. A stray cat slept against the cellar door. The radiator clicks its steady meter. A half-filled mug sits waiting on the ledge. The afternoon grows soft and somewhat sweeter. Right along the garden's overgrown edge. Beside a broken key that doesn't fit the front door. The brass clock keeps on ticking while the kettle starts to steam. I count each quiet habit that you left inside a dream. You noticed how the hallway step was squeaking. The blueprint on the wallpaper was worn. Without a word of grand high-minded speaking, you pointed at a coat sleeve that was torn. A tin of peppermint upon the table. A spare umbrella leaning by the wall. I set 2 spoons beside the tea tin canister, forgetful of the years that slipped away. My hand moved slowly up the wooden banister to hold the words you gave me yesterday. We kept the little ticket from the movie in the drawer, beside a broken key that doesn't fit the front door. The brass clock keeps on ticking while the kettle starts to steam. I count each quiet habit that you left inside a dream. A wool cap hanging on the peg. The wind against the window pane. Just small things left along the way. And what you said just yesterday. On the plastic wall, the afternoon is leaning toward the fall. I count the quiet seconds as they pass and watch a lonely shadow on the glass. Someday I will be older in this chair, with silver strands where dark hair used to settle. And I will hear your footsteps on the stair, like boiling water singing in the kettle. The calendar will show a distant year, but every gentle memory stays clear. I close my eyes and travel down the line to keep a future date with what was mine. I'll sit beside a radio tuned low and hum the melody we used to know. The winter wind will rattle at the pane, while sweet old stories whisper through the rain. I'll wear the yellow sweater that you bought and hold the peaceful life that we once sought. When autumn leaves are swept across the porch, and time has dimmed the fire of youth's bright torch, I'll pour 2 cups of tea instead of 1, and rock in rhythm with the setting sun. I know my tired eyes will wander far, beyond the treetops to the evening star. I'll sit beside a radio tuned low and hum the melody we used to know. The winter wind will rattle at the pane, while sweet old stories whisper through the rain. I'll wear the yellow sweater that you bought and hold the peaceful life that we once sought. Years fly like swallows heading for the south, leaving your name still warm upon my mouth. No matter how much time gets tucked away, I'm waiting for that long imagined day. 4:23 now flashes red and bright. I step ahead into that distant light. I'll see you there when all the work is done. 2 rocking chairs against the evening sun. A passing milk truck rattles down the pavement, and iron wheels go grinding on the rail. I heard that sound and thought of how our May went when we were 17 and full of sail. You had $1 tucked inside your sneaker. I had a dream that didn't pay the rent. We used to lean against the bakery window, just breathing in the cinnamon and dough. You said the world was waiting past the meadow, and I was foolish enough to say I know. We chased the midnight train beyond the
every simple promise feeling true. The decades rolled along like water under bridges, yet standing on this corner brings me back to you. Remember how we fixed that broken radio? We taped the wire and tuned it to the west. You sang along to songs from 40 years ago and swore that Motown always was the best. Your jacket smelled of gasoline and clover. We thought the warm days never would be over. Now time has slowed our feet a little bit, my friend. Our hair has turned as white as winter snow. But when I sit upon this porch at daylight's end, I wouldn't trade a single mile we used to go. Truck turns the corner down the lane. I pour 2 cups and leave your usual seat. Stop by whenever you are in the neighborhood again. We still have stories left to tell across the street. Complete silence broke when your laugh crossed my mind. A sudden golden flash from 1972. Dust motes floating in a yellow shaft of light, while the clock on the mantel ticks steady and true. I see the greasy neon sign at Miller's Diner, where we split a cherry soda for a dime. You wore that faded denim jacket with the patchwork star. We drove 3 hours just to hear a cheap guitar. The highway stretched out wider than our wildest dreams. We parked the Ford beside the darkened county line and poured sweet apple wine in paper cups. You chased the static till the music turned divine and swore that growing old would never catch us up. The old turntable spins and needles. I watch the shadows lengthen on the parlor floor. You were leaning back against the porch in summer rain, counting penny fortunes by the screen door. Your leather boots were soaked right through the heel. Time is a quiet thief that leaves the pictures clear. It leaves the golden laughter on the lawn. I still remember how you held that silver lighter high before the simple innocence was gone. The room settles back
porch light stay on all through July. Nobody answered, but the moths kept buzzing by. I smell wet grass and vintage sweet perfume, and sudden shadows stretching in the sitting room. Your leather jacket smelled like summer rain, and rolling down the window cured every kind of pain. When memory leaks into the next so fast, a copper penny tossed inside the glass, a handwritten letter penned in faded blue. Back when being 21 was all we knew, we chased a runaway train past gravel pit wall, laughing at fortunes bought for dimes inside the mall. Your sister sang ballads about staying true under twilight painted in sudden blue. Highway stretched long until midnight turned gold. A cherry soda spilled across the velvet seat. Two barefoot dreamers on a sunburned street. Is that your mother calling from the grassy hill, or just a quiet breeze that never could sit still? I hear a needle drop on vinyl from the past, wondering how a moment learned to move so fast. The yellow wallpaper inside your hallway space, the wild purple lilacs falling out of grace. It all rushes back inside a single breath, defying time itself and laughing off death. We chased a runaway train past gravel pit wall, laughing at fortunes bought for dimes inside the mall. Your sister sang ballads about staying true under twilight painted in sudden blue. Highway stretched long until midnight turned gold. Tick-tock goes the grandfather clock near the stair. Remember getting stuck in the mud at the county fair. You lost a shoe, I lost my steady mind, leaving all our worries 30 miles behind. Now the tea is warm and the parlor is serene, but youth was the sweetest movie ever seen. Who left that light burning after all these years? A little bit of laughter, two forgotten tears. The record slows down, the stylus drifts away. We were so young then, and it feels like July today.
The heavy oak armchair sinks deep into the floor, a quiet old comfort beside the parlor door. I sit here tonight with a pen in my hand and write to the boy who could not understand. You ran through the streets with your shoes full of rain, chasing a dream that was worth half the pain. You thought every heartbreak was written in stone, and and sweetens the glass. And all of those troubles were destined to pass. Put down that heavy load, young man, and take a gentle breath. The silver in your hair tonight is not a sign of death. The girl in the diner will marry a friend. The bank on the corner will break but will mend. And all of those songs that you hummed in the dark will leave on the highway their permanent mark. I see a small room with the posters on wood. You tried to be brave when nobody else could. You worry about money, you worry about time, and counted each nickel, each copper and dime. The world wasn't watching you as closely as claimed. So forgive every moment you felt so ashamed. You thought every heartbreak was written in stone, and dreaded the quiet when staying alone. But time softens edges and sweetens the glass, and all of those troubles were destined to pass. Put down that heavy load, young man, and take a gentle breath. The silver in your hair tonight is not a sign of death. The girl in the diner will marry a friend. The bank on the corner will break but will mend. And all of those songs that you hummed in the dark will leave on the highway their permanent mark. I wish I could send this across 30 years to wipe off your ink-stained and tired old tears. You did just fine with the hand you were dealt, and I still remember the warmth that you felt. So rest your small shoulders, the race has been run. The boy in the mirror grew up in the sun. Keep playing that guitar, it sounds good to me, exactly the way that it was meant to be. The amber glare of late afternoon slanted down across our vinyl booth. A stranger tipped his hat and asked if I remembered early youth. I smiled into my lukewarm tea and let the quiet light fall free. He sat right down across from me, a silver band upon
like rusted coins, and watch the evening traffic hum. We talked about the summer nights we chased down by the riverbed, when leather boots and wild heartbeats were all the wealth we ever had. He raised his glass to faded dreams that drifted softly into gray, and proved to me that golden days still linger when they slide away. He shared a tale of 17 and working down at Miller's Creek. I laughed about a county fair where courage made my voice grow weak. Two aging souls upon a bench, unwinding years line by line. We talked about the summer nights we chased down by the riverbed, when leather boots and wild heartbeats were all the wealth we ever had. He raised his glass to faded dreams that drifted softly into gray, and proved to me that golden days still linger when they slide away. The diner clock struck 5 o'clock. The street outside turned dark and pale. He said, our youth is never lost. It lives inside a friendly tale. He walked out through the heavy door. The stranger left a warmth behind, a little light from long ago to keep inside a peaceful mind. Yesterday you mentioned how I lean into the light, just like my father when he pondered late at night. That made me search the attic drawer for things we used to hold, small pieces of a sunny year before the town grew cold. I found the ticket stub from June, a penny bent in two, and every tiny little thing brought back a shade of you. The linoleum bears a scuff mark where we practiced every turn, from the summer that we learned how much a simple spark could burn. We parked the rusty Pontiac beside the orchard wall and traded silly promises before the leaves could fall. The radio played gentle tunes we didn't know by name, while quiet towns and starry
starry skies were playing out their game. We kept 3 blue buttons in a jam jar on the shelf, when youth was just a secret that was keeping to itself. The silver thimble in the box still holds a speck of rust. Your yellow raincoat on the peg is gathering some dust. I found the map of county line with pencil marks around the little bend beside the creek where river rocks were found. The quiet house is full of clues that tell me where we went, and every penny in that jar was money sweetly spent. We parked the rusty Pontiac beside the orchard wall and traded silly promises before the leaves could fall. The radio played gentle tunes we didn't know by name, while quiet towns and starry skies were playing out their game. We kept 3 blue buttons in a jam jar on the shelf, when youth was just a secret that was keeping to itself. A photo taken in the grass shows shadows getting long. Your hand was reaching for the dial to turn up one more song. No grand parade or brass band ever marked our simple days, just little quiet memories that never part their ways. Yesterday you spoke my name, the sound was warm and clear. The jam jar sits beside the window, shining through the year. 3 blue buttons fading blue, right where they ought to be. A tiny piece of 17 still holding you and me. Coarse yellow flannel rubs against my wrist as I fold down this blanket from the chest. The heavy weave is soft where threads have missed, and brings back years when we were young and blessed. We drove down south along the riverbed with nothing but a map and 30 cents. The radio hummed low a simple tune, while breezes cooled the dashboard in the dark. We parked beside the pasture near the pines and poured cold cider into paper cups, while starry clear night sky showed quiet signs of how the world would change when we grew up. You placed your hand upon my faded sleeve and swore that time would never make us leave. The years rolled on like rivers to the sea. We built a house with windows facing east,
replaced what used to be. The warmth inside this cloth has never ceased. I touched the frayed end where a button fell, and smile to hear the story it can tell. Youth isn't lost inside a dusty drawer. It lives in simple things we held real close. A worn out fabric on a wooden floor can bring back every lover's quiet ghost. I smooth the seams and put the cloth away, keeping your smile to light another day. The silver clock shows 2:04, while outside autumn leaves begin to spin. I lean back in this chair and picture you with silver hair and dimples tucked right in. Decades ahead when we are old and slow, watching the quiet shadows come and go. We will trace the miles upon our skin and laugh at where we used to start, remembering every place we have been, with young warmth sitting in the heart. Sits softly on our porch at last, we will unpack sweet tunes of 23, recalling how young lovers ran so fast to board the midnight train for Bethany, and finding that right memories delayed. After autumn gold turns gentle gray, I see you sitting with a tartan plaid, drinking warm tea from vintage stoneware cups, talking about the crazy cars we had and how we stayed awake till night gave up. Towards the meadow through the glass and smile to watch another season pass. When time sits softly on our porch at last, we will unpack sweet tunes of 23, recalling how young lovers ran so fast to board the midnight train for Bethany, and finding that right memories delayed. Long after autumn gold turns gentle gray, the future holds a rocking chair and quiet light, where youth is not a lost and fading thing, because we keep our June days held in sight, and every winter learns to sound like spring. The ticking grand clock clicks to 4:15, future shines as gentle as a prayer. I take your hand right now in 1983 and see us happy sitting over there. The silver matchbox sits beside my cup. The painted rose is worn down to the gray. I reach across the pine and pick it up and trace the little dent you made that day. The kitchen smells of chicory and toast. The steam rises up and slowly fades away. I hear the ticking clock upon the shelf. It counts the quiet minutes in a row. I find myself talking to myself about the simple things we used to know. You bought this trinket at a roadside stand in June, when summer rain came crashing on the vinyl roof. We laughed until the shadows stretched beneath the moon, and left our younger hearts without a grain of proof. Now 40 years have gathered like a pile of dust, yet every little silver corner holds my trust. The radio is playing something old, a song from '68 we used to sing. The autumn air outside is turning cold. I listen to the yellowed leaves taking wing. I turn the tiny box inside my hand and remember every line you drew in sand. The shadows lean against the kitchen wall. The kettle starts to whistle on the stove. I still expect to hear your gentle call from down the hallway where the shadows rove. You bought this trinket at a roadside stand in June, when summer rain came crashing on the vinyl roof. We laughed until the shadows stretched beneath the moon, and left our younger hearts without a grain of proof. Now 40 years have gathered like a pile of dust, yet every little silver corner holds my trust. It isn't sad to sit here with the past. The memories are softer than they used to be. I learned that sweet things do not have to last, to stay forever, part of you and me. I put the matchbox back where it belongs, beside the teapot, painted light and blue. afternoon is full of quiet songs, and every single note belongs to you. Dry cherry pipe smoke hangs along the stairs where Mr. Miller combs his silver hair. He pours one cup but sets down two fine spoons and hums a bit of 60s ballroom tunes. The hallway carpet keeps her gentle stride, though 40 years have drifted far outside. He checks the grandfather clock upon the wall and waits for shadows in the entry hall. He turns the dial until the brass knob clicks to find the waltz they loved in '66. The needle skips across a vinyl groove, and for a second time forgets to move. A dusty record plays their favorite line, returning sweetness to his vintage wine. Her floral apron hangs behind the pantry door, beside the grocery list upon the wooden floor. He sweeps the hallway clean before the mail arrives and counts the quiet blessings in their shared old lives. The neighbor lady brings a peach cobbler pie. He smiles and nods as afternoon goes sliding by. Some people say the house is far too large, with autumn leaves left standing in the yard. But every corner holds a laugh she gave, a gentle promise that no time can erase. He turns the dial until the brass knob clicks to find the waltz they loved in '66. The needle skips across a vinyl groove, and for a second time forgets to move. A dusty record plays their favorite line, returning sweetness to his vintage wine. The streetlight flickers on the window pane. He softly calls her sweet beloved name. The kitchen quiet rests in golden light as Station 4 plays music through the night. motes floating soft and slow. Then your sudden name broke through the quiet, like a needle on a record long ago. The golden floorboards held their breath, while autumn painted lines along the wall. I reached out slow to touch the dial and trace the faded numbers in a row. We talked until the corner streetlight flickered red, softly humming every secret word we never said. Two shiny nickels resting on the polished oak, beside the yellow handset where a tender promise spoke. I turn the heavy wheel and count to 7 slow, to catch the lingering warmth from 50 years ago. The curtains keep the evening chilled. A teacup sits half empty on the stand. I hear the rain start tapping on the glass, and feel the ghost of leather in my hand. The brass lamp casts an amber circle down upon the wool rug stretched across the floor. Time moves along without a sound or sign, yet every corner keeps your grace in line. The gentle hum of evening traffic fades away, leaving the sweetness of a simple yesterday. The dial snaps back with one last click. The room turns calm and dark once more. 40 cents on polished wood, and love still waiting at the door. Who was supposed to wind the mantel clock tonight? It stopped at 7:20, right before the rain. I find myself just staring at the wallpaper stain, and thinking how the bluebirds used to take to flight. The tea is getting tepid in my favorite cup. I wonder if you remember where we bought this rug. The hallway carpet stretches out like years gone by. A breeze comes through the screen door with a quiet sigh. We locked the garden gate when autumn swept the lane, and left a silver thimble sitting by the window pane. 100 gentle stories linger in the dusty hall, while shadows dance softly on the rosewood wall. I trace the handwritten recipe and keep every lingering promise that you signed. Did we ever find out where that stray cat went? It used to nap right here beside the kitchen stove. Now I am sorting through a box of velvet gloves and wondering where the simple happy seasons spend. My glasses sit unneeded on the telephone book. The evening slips away before I think to look. The record player turns without a single sound. I watch the golden dust motes floating all around. We locked the garden gate when autumn swept the lane and left a silver thimble sitting by the window pane. 100 gentle stories linger in the dusty hall, while shadows dance softly on the rosewood wall. I trace the handwritten recipe you left behind and keep every lingering promise that you signed. Thoughts drift around like autumn leaves in May. 1 minute it is 55, the next it is today. I call your name out loud, but only curtains sway. Yet somehow you are standing right beside my chair. Is that the front gate creaking in the quiet night? I leave the porch light burning just in case. A golden circle shining in an empty place, still waiting for your shadow in the light.
Apricot light pours through the diner glass, warming the counter where the quiet hours pass. You slide your coffee cup an inch to the right and ask me why I stare at the evening light. I tell you that the amber reminds me of a coat, a woolen green jacket, and a handwritten note. You nod real slow like you have been there before, unfolding a napkin on the vinyl floor. A stranger across from a stranger can hear the sound of a train from a long buried year. We trade 30 seconds of someone we missed and clear off the ghosts that we couldn't resist. Then leave 2 small tips on the laminate tray before the late bus carries both us away. Mention a girl who could whistle in tune, who moved down to Memphis in the middle of June. I tell you my brother had a red Chevrolet. We drove to the coast just to watch the
the waves gray. The waitress brings pie that we did not even order. Two old men resting at the edge of the border. A stranger across from a stranger can hear the sound of a train from a long buried year. We trade 30 seconds of someone we missed and clear off the ghosts that we couldn't resist. Then leave 2 small tips on the laminate tray before the late bus carries both us away. It is easy to talk when there is nothing to hide. With 50 cold miles waiting right outside, you do not know my name, I do not ask for yours. Just 2 floating shadows near swinging kitchen doors. The jukebox turns low as the neon grows dim. You tilt your gray hat right up to the brim. Good night to you, mister. Safe travel back home. We walked in together. We leave out alone. Yesterday you said my old coat smelled like pine. You noticed how the kitchen faucet dripped. A yellow leaf fell on the garden line. You took a gentle swallow as you sipped. The neighbor's silver mailbox had a stain. A stray cat slept against the cellar door. The radiator clicks its steady meter. A half-filled mug sits waiting on the ledge. The afternoon grows soft and somewhat sweeter. Right along the garden's overgrown edge. Beside a broken key that doesn't fit the front door. The brass clock keeps on ticking while the kettle starts to steam. I count each quiet habit that you left inside a dream. You noticed how the hallway step was squeaking. The blueprint on the wallpaper was worn. Without a word of grand high-minded speaking, you pointed at a coat sleeve that was torn. A tin of peppermint upon the table. A spare umbrella leaning by the wall. I set 2 spoons beside the tea tin canister, forgetful of the years that slipped away. My hand moves slowly up the wooden banister to hold the word
beside a broken key that doesn't fit the front door. The brass clock keeps on ticking while the kettle starts to steam. I count each quiet habit that you left inside a dream. A wool cap hanging on the peg, the wind against the window pane. Just small things left along the way, and what you said just yesterday. On the plastic wall, the afternoon is leaning toward the fall. I count the quiet seconds as they pass, and watch a lonely shadow on the glass. Someday I will be older in this chair, with silver strands where dark hair used to settle, and I will hear your footsteps on the stair, like boiling water singing in the kettle. The calendar will show a distant year, but every gentle memory stays clear. I close my eyes and travel down the line to keep a future date with what was mine. I'll sit beside a radio tuned low and hum the melody we used to know. The winter wind will rattle at the pane, while sweet old stories whisper through the rain. I'll wear the yellow sweater that you bought, and hold the peaceful life that we once sought. When autumn leaves are swept across the porch, and time has dimmed the fire of youth's bright torch, I'll pour 2 cups of tea instead of 1, and rock in rhythm with the setting sun. I know my tired eyes will wander far, beyond the treetops to the evening star. I'll sit beside a radio tuned low and hum the melody we used to know. The winter wind will rattle at the pane, while sweet old stories whisper through the rain. I'll wear the yellow sweater that you bought, and hold the peaceful life that we once sought. Years fly like swallows heading for the south, leaving your name still warm upon my mouth. No matter how much time gets tucked away, I'm waiting for that long imagined day. 4:23 now flashes red and bright. I step ahead into that distant light. I'll see you there when all the work is done. 2 rocking chairs
against the evening sun. A passing milk truck rattles down the pavement, and iron wheels go grinding on the rail. I heard that sound and thought of how our May went when we were 17 and full of sail. You had $1 tucked inside your sneaker. I had a dream that didn't pay the rent. We used to lean against the bakery window, just breathing in the cinnamon and dough. You said the world was waiting past the meadow, and I was foolish enough to say I know. We chased the midnight train beyond the quiet town, before the silver street light flickered blue, and laughed until the autumn leaves came falling down, with every simple promise feeling true. The decades rolled along like water under bridges, yet standing on this corner brings me back to you. Remember how we fixed that broken radio? We taped the wire and tuned it to the west. You sang along to songs from 40 years ago, and swore that Motown always was the best. Your jacket smelled of gasoline and clover. We thought the warm days never would be over. Now time has slowed our feet a little bit, my friend. Our hair has turned as white as winter snow. But when I sit upon this porch at daylight's end, I wouldn't trade a single mile we used to go. The milk truck turns the corner down the lane. I pour 2 cups and leave your usual seat. Stop by whenever you are in the neighborhood again. We still have stories left to tell across the street. Complete silence broke when your laugh crossed my mind. A sudden golden flash from 1972. Dust motes floating in a yellow shaft of light, while the clock on the mantel ticks steady and true. I see the greasy neon sign at Miller's Diner, where we split a cherry soda for a dime. You wore that faded denim jacket with the patchwork star. We drove 3 hours just to hear a cheap guitar. The highway stretched out wider than our wildest dreams.
We parked the Ford beside the darkened county line and poured sweet apple wine in paper cups. You chased the static till the music turned divine and swore that growing old would never catch us up. The old turntable spins and needles. I watch the shadows lengthen on the parlor floor. You were leaning back against the porch in summer rain, counting penny fortunes by the screen door. Your leather boots were soaked right through the heel. Time is a quiet thief that leaves the pictures clear. It leaves the golden laughter on the lawn. I still remember how you held that silver lighter high before the simple innocence was gone. The room settles back into quiet once again. The mantel clock keeps time against the wall. 60 cents spent long ago on a jukebox song. Why did the porch light stay on all through July? Nobody answered, but the moths kept buzzing by. I smell wet grass and vintage sweet perfume, and sudden shadows stretching in the sitting room. Your leather jacket smelled like summer rain, and rolling down the window cured every kind of pain. When memory leaks into the next so fast, a copper penny tossed inside the glass, a handwritten letter penned in faded blue. Back when being 21 was all we knew, we chased a runaway train past gravel pit wall, laughing at fortunes bought for dimes inside the mall. Your sister sang ballads about staying true under twilight painted in sudden blue. Highway stretched long until midnight turned gold. A cherry soda spilled across the velvet seat. Two barefoot dreamers on a sunburned street. Is that your mother calling from the grassy hill, or just a quiet breeze that never could sit still? I hear a needle drop on vinyl from the past, wondering how a moment learned to move so fast. The yellow wallpaper inside your hallway space, the wild purple lilacs falling out of grace. It all rushes back inside a single breath, defying time itself and laughing off death. We chased a runaway train past gravel pit wall, laughing at fortunes bought for dimes inside small. Your sister sang ballads about staying true under twilight painted in sudden blue. Highways stretched long until midnight turned gold. Tick-tock goes the grandfather clock near the stair. Remember getting stuck in the mud at the county fair. You lost a shoe, I lost my steady mind. Leaving all our worries 30 miles behind. Now the tea is warm and the parlor is serene. But youth was the sweetest movie ever seen. Who left that light burning after all these years? A little bit of laughter, 2 forgotten tears. The record slows down, the stylus drifts away. We were so young then, and it feels like July today.
The heavy oak armchair sinks deep into the floor. A quiet old comfort beside the parlor door. I sit here tonight with a pen in my hand and write to the boy who could not understand. You ran through the streets with your shoes full of rain, chasing a dream that was worth half the pain. You thought every heartbreak was written in stone, and dreaded the quiet when staying alone. But time softens edges and sweetens the glass, and all of those troubles were destined to pass. Put down that heavy load, young man, and take a gentle breath. The silver in your hair tonight is not a sign of death. The girl in the diner will marry a friend. The bank on the corner will break but will mend. And all of those songs that you hummed in the dark will leave on the highway their permanent mark. I see a small room with the posters on wood. You tried to be brave when nobody else could. You worry about money, you worry about time, and counted each nickel, each copper and dime. The world wasn't watching you as closely as claimed. So forgive every moment you felt so ashamed. You thought every heartbreak was written in stone, and dreaded the quiet when staying alone. But time softens edges and sweetens the glass, and all of those troubles were destined to pass. Put down that heavy load, young man, and take a gentle breath. The silver in your hair tonight is not a sign of death. The girl in the diner will marry a friend. The bank on the corner will break but will mend. And all of those songs that you hummed in the dark will leave on the highway their permanent
small shoulders. The race has been run. The boy in the mirror grew up in the sun. Keep playing that guitar, it sounds good to me, exactly the way that it was meant to be.
His hat and asked if I remembered early youth. I smiled into my lukewarm tea and let the quiet light fall free. He sat right down across from me, a silver band upon his thumb. We traded names like rusted coins and watched the evening traffic hum. We talked about the summer nights we chased down by the riverbed, when leather boots and wild heartbeats were all the wealth we ever had. He raised his glass to faded dreams that drifted softly into gray, and proved to me that golden days still linger when they slide away. He shared a tale of 17 and working down at Miller's Creek. I laughed about a county fair where courage made my voice grow weak. Two aging souls upon a bench, unwinding years line by line. We talked about the summer nights we chased down by the riverbed, when leather boots and wild heartbeats were all the wealth we ever had. He raised his glass to faded dreams that drifted softly into gray, and proved to me that golden days still linger when they slide away. The diner clock struck 5 o'clock. The street outside turned dark and pale. He said, our youth is never lost. It lives inside a friendly tale. He walked out through the heavy door. The stranger left a warmth behind, a little light from long ago to keep inside
Yesterday you mentioned how I lean into the light, just like my father when he pondered late at night. That made me search the attic drawer for things we used to hold, small pieces of a sunny year before the town grew cold. I found a ticket stuck from June, a penny bent in two, and every tiny little thing brought back a shade of you. The linoleum bears a scuff mark where we practiced every turn, from the summer that we learned how much a simple spark could burn. We parked the rusty Pontiac beside the orchard wall and traded silly promises before the leaves could fall. The radio played gentle tunes we didn't know by name, while quiet towns and starry skies were playing out their game. We kept 3 blue buttons in a jam jar on the shelf, when youth was just a secret that was keeping to itself. The silver thimble in the box still holds a speck of rust. Your yellow raincoat on the peg is gathering some dust. I found the map of county line with pencil marks around the little bend beside the creek where river rocks were found. The quiet house is full of clues that tell me where we went, and every penny in that jar was money sweetly spent. We parked the rusty Pontiac beside the orchard wall and traded silly promises before the leaves could fall. The radio played gentle tunes we didn't know by name, while quiet towns and starry skies were playing out their game. We kept 3 blue buttons in a jam jar on the shelf, when youth was just a secret that was keeping to itself. A photo taken in the grass shows shadows getting long. Your hand was reaching for the dial to turn up one more song. No grand parade or brass band ever marked our simple days, just little quiet memories that never part their ways. Yesterday you spoke my name, the sound was warm and clear. The jam jar sits beside the window, shining through the year. 3 blue buttons fading blue, right where they ought to be. A tiny piece of 17 still holding you and me. Coarse yellow flannel rubs against my wrist as I fold down this blanket from the chest. The heavy weave is soft where threads have missed, and brings back years when we were young and blessed. We drove down south along the river breezes cool the dashboard in the dark. We park beside the pasture near the pines and pour cold cider into paper cups, while starry clear night sky showed quiet signs of how the world would change when we grew up. You placed your hand upon my faded sleeve and swore that time would never make us leave. The years rolled on like rivers to the sea. We built a house with windows facing east. Those silver hairs replaced what used to be. The warmth inside this cloth has never ceased. I touched the frayed end where a button fell and smiled to hear the story it can tell. Youth isn't lost inside a dusty drawer. It lives in simple things we held real close. A worn out fabric on a wooden floor can bring back every lover's quiet ghost. I smooth the seams and put the cloth away, keeping your smile to light another day. The silver clock shows 2:04, while outside autumn leaves begin to spin. I lean back in this chair and picture you with silver hair and dimples tucked right in. Decades ahead when we are old and slow, watching the quiet shadows come and go. We will trace the miles upon our skin and laugh at where we used to start, remembering every place we have been, with young warmth sitting in the heart. Sits softly on our porch at last. We will unpack sweet tunes of 23, recalling how young lovers ran so fast to board the midnight train for Bethany, and finding that right memories delayed after autumn gold turns gentle gray. I see you sitting with a tartan plaid, drinking warm tea from vintage stoneware cups, talking about the crazy cars we had and how we stayed awake till night gave up. Towards the meadow through the glass and smile to watch another season pass. When time sits softly on our porch at last, we will
midnight train for Bethany and finding that right memories delay long after autumn gold turns gentle gray. The future holds a rocking chair and quiet light, where youth is not a lost and fading thing, because we keep our June days held in sight, and every winter learns to sound like spring. The ticking grand clock clicks to 4:15. The future shines as gentle as a prayer. I take your hand right now in 1983 and see us happy sitting over there.